Hello, folks. So here we are. We have started a story, right? We're going to make a complete book. Oh, by the way, I just want to make sure that people understand that I have actually never published a book. So this is something I'm doing, just trying it out and seeing how it goes. And if you can get some information or inspiration from it while I'm doing it, and I'm going to find out where the bumps are and where the good stuff is. But I've also been following other people. I'll have to kind of look those up and find out if I can get them on there for you guys to look at. But sometimes I just do them randomly, so I don't always pay attention. But what I was going to say is, if you are interested in actually doing a full book, look up some of the other stuff on YouTube here that you can see, how people do the whole process and people who've actually done it. I'm doing it to see how I can do it and see if I can make it happen. Yeah. So if you follow along, you're going to see maybe it happening. Okay. So first thing is we got our main character, right? Which is Ed, the reluctant biting viper, right? And there he is, right? In all his cuteness. Now I said that he needs an antagonist, and I made an antagonist. Look at this. This is the big stomping footed alien from outer space. He has 4 eyes. So I'm going to show you how I made this guy. So he's going to be part of it. We've got this guy. We've got this guy. And they are going to make a story. So follow along, watch, enjoy. You know what you should do? Subscribe. Also, do the thumbs up, and that would be great. And as I say, throw comments at me too, and tell me maybe what kind of a story you're thinking about, or something like that, and we can just enjoy each other's time. That's it. You know what? That's what I'm finding lately is I'm just enjoying doing this for you guys, and if you find something in it and you go, boom, wow, oh, that's fun. Out of any of the art that I do, I'm happy. So watch the video, enjoy, and as I say, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff, blah, 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 blah. All right, guys. So I told you that I was going to sculpt the big-footed alien. So I've got it all formed out already. I got a little excited and started making it before I even put it on film. But all I did here was tin foil. I shaped out the direction that I wanted, and that's it. Nice and simple, nothing too hard. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my clay, right? I'm going to remove this because this is just going to keep moving around. I thought it would be good for later to show. But what I'm going to do here is I am simply going to start forming, building up my guy here so you guys can get an idea what he's going to look like, right? And it'll be a great reference for me while I'm working on the actual project, right? So the clay I've got formed out for the top of the head here. I'll slap that on there too, right? And then as time goes, right, and then I start to add more detail in there, we'll get it going, right? Yeah, I've got that figured out. Needs a little more clay here. But yeah, just nice and quick, fun. I think it'll turn out really, really cool, right? Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. I'm just pretty happy because the whole thing is starting to shape together. The feel for the snake, the viper, Ed, right? And now my other character, right? And yeah, I'm happy with this. This is really cool. I'm really, really happy with this. So what I'm going to do is I'll put this on a little fast mode so you guys don't have to go through all of this stuff. But it just gives you an idea of how to work with something like this, right? It's not that hard, right? You form it out with some tin foil. Next thing you know, you're making the new character, right? And that's what makes you happy, right? So, see how it is? Now, this is the Sculpting 3, I think it is. So it's a little softer and lighter to work with. So if I want to do detail stuff, I'll use one that's what they call a firm and use that instead, all right? So anyways, like I said, I'm just going to finish my sentence before I turn it off. What I meant to say was I'm going to put this on the fast mode so you guys can watch it get made quick, okay? right? Now it's a matter of, whoops, camera. All right, so it's just a matter, I'll just bring it back here a bit so you guys can see. But just a matter of now that I've got it formed, right? I got to add in the toes, right? So I'll add in the toes. I get that going too, right? So you'll see here like that. And that will actually help with the balance of it too. So if I spread these toes out just the right way, right, I think I'll have a nice balancing situation. So there you are. Like, take a look, right? See how the toes are looking, right? And then the guy himself, right? I like it. I like it. Yeah, this is looking good. So now the rest is just detail. Now, if you're interested in doing anything like this exactly, I'm showing you what I can do. I'm, pretty good at it. But if you are really, really wanting to do something like this besides just doing a story like I'm doing now, go on to Ace of Clay. And that guy is top notch, and you can learn a lot if that's what you're interested in. So I just want to, let you know that thank you for watching me and seeing how I do stuff. But if you really want to get into this side of it, Ace of Clay, man, check it out. Check it out. He's really good. And that's just a little shout out to him. He doesn't even know I'm doing this. Okay, this is another little part I wanted to show you guys is with the firmer clay, I'm using that for the mouth. So it'll stay stiff a little bit better. It gives a little more control so you can get a little more detail in there, right? When you're putting the other clay on, it's like butter, right? As you can see, like when I'm moving it like that with my finger, look. And it's kind of interesting doing it like I'm not looking at it. I'm looking at it through the camera to do it. So it's kind of fun to do that. And then I'm trying to think about the texture. Now on this right now, I'm just kind of scraping in the texture, and I kind of like that, but it needs a little bit more than that. The other thing too is I'm not sure about the hair, what I'm going to do there, right? And then the other thing too was that I noticed was I have the eyes on one side, and I don't think that that's going to work. I mean, it does kind of look cool. Maybe I should do it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop in the other one and take a look at it and think about it, because I mean, like, it's like a flounder, right? Flounders have, eyes on one side. An alien would have, one side. He's got his knee and his mouth are attached to each other. So why can't he have another eyeball there? So I'm going to do that, and I'll show you guys. Okay, so that's it with two eyes, right? And then it wouldn't have anything on that side. So I could maybe use that in a story. So think about it. Or I put two more eyes on this side. He has four eyes all together, which is kind of cool too. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Anyways, you got to think about it. Got to think about it. Okay. All right. I'll show you what I'm going to do. Maybe either way. Okay, guys. So I've added the eyes on to the other side. I think I like that. I might not put the other eyes on the other side. I don't think it needs it. And then I've got the teeth in there and the tongue in there. And then I'll have to work on the lips, right, to give it a little bit of texture or something like that. And now it's just the toes that I got to work on. And then trying to figure out what kind of a texture, because I just don't want to like dots or anything like that. You got to think about these things too, right? I want a little bit of a difference. Okay, so short little arm, right? The eyebrows, right, sticking up like that. I'm going to do the hair off the back type of thing. And it's getting better. It's getting better. I'm liking it. And I'm not sure what the texture, but I'm thinking maybe I'm going to grab some tinfoil. I might actually do something with that, because it'll make him kind of look, grody all over his whole body. It kind of might look really cool. Yeah, I think so. So guys, always the same thing I always talk about. Yeah, it's funny. Anyways, what I was going to say is that I decided to make some texture on them. So what I did is I grabbed some tinfoil. I made like a little tinfoil thing, like a little stamp, and then I just pushed on him all over. Right now, besides that, I grabbed a lemon. I know it sounds weird, but what I did there was I rolled the lemon onto it, and that's going to add more texture, right? And then the rest of it, I'm literally just going to take my little adapter thing here and poke some little tiny holes and just little pock marks right over the whole thing, right? And you can see how it brings in a little bit of a look about them, right? But that little bit of lemon, I wish I had had an orange, because this originally, there was a gentleman, there was a Jason and the Argonauts, and in it there are dinosaurs and stuff like that. And one of the things that this guy was well known for was he had this beautiful texture of skin, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, how did you do that?" And what it was he actually took an orange and ran it all over top, and it actually gave that texture like dinosaur scales and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do that through this whole thing, right? And yeah, and then you'll see what it looks like. I'm gonna get the toes done, and then it will be oven baking time. Yeah, I'm liking what's going on here. Okay, guys. So what I did here was I thought about it and I thought about it, and yes, on the one side the way I drew it was cool, but once I sculpted it and I kept looking at it, I said to myself, no, both sides. So it's now going to be a four-eyed creature. Or when I draw it, it doesn't matter. Like I could just keep it as two and it'll bounce around. But I'm kind of liking the four-eyed situation too. It's kind of cool. Notice that the eyes are a little different. Even they're a little wonky. That's okay. I'm going to leave it that way. Yeah, and the hair's coming off the back. I kind of like that. I think maybe I just need to maybe add a little bit of, yeah, just a little bit more. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, I'm liking it. I got to put the other arm on. I did the toes, right? Made them nice and gross, right? Yeah, I think everything's good about it. Texture all over it. I think I just forgot to add dots onto this side, which I can do. And yeah, I'm happy. I'm gonna throw that other arm on, and I think, oh, some hair on the foot. That's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna do a little hair on the foot, and then that'll be it. And then I'll throw the arm on, and on the other side. Otherwise, you just keep squishing it, and give it a nice bake, and see how she goes. And then I left the foot like that so that I can actually balance it if it needs it. But so far, not too bad, really. A little off, but not bad. I'm quite happy with myself on this. Yeah, good. All right, that's the way you got to do things. Okay, so both arms, eyes on both sides, hairy, ugly foot, right? Now it's time to go and bake. I could get Sue to maybe leave you the instructions on this if you want. I'm not going to go over it. If you are using stuff, you should be able to find the instructions, no problem. And like I said, go over and look at Ace of Clay, and you'll get all kinds of instruction. All right, so I have painted him, or not, no, I haven't painted him. What I'm going to say is he's been in the oven, came out nice, looks great. I'm happy with that. And now it's time to paint them. So first what I'll do is I'll just paint them black, and then we'll go from there. All right, so give me a few minutes and I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm happy with this green. It looks good. Yeah, so when I get the green done, I'll do those lips. I'm not exactly sure what color. And I think purple for the hair is going to look really cool. And then big red tongue, I think, will look good in that. So, yeah, just a matter of coloring that in. All right, that'll be the next part. Well, guys, there you are. I have got her done. I like it. I haven't done the other side. It's still black. Looks weird, eh? Right? But then you come over here and boom, it's made. So, anyways, I'm really happy with what I've done here. I like that look. It looks a little sketched. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not a perfect situation. You know, it's got that like something from the from the drawing pad, right? The idea, and the big giant stomping monster. I like it. Ba-boom. As I said, one completed monster from in my brain with tin foil and clay and bang some paint on it, and boy oh boy, this guy turned out cool. I really like this guy. I'm very proud of myself on this guy. Right? That is a cool looking monster, and I like his four eyes. And that kind of came along as I was doing it because I was thinking to myself, oh, okay, I'll just have him on this one side. And then I was like, no, you know what? What if I was to make him a four-eyed, purple, green, stomping monster with big teeth? Oh, it's way too much. But that's the fun of it, right? You make your good guy, and you make your bad guy. And you make a story. That's it. That's it. It's going to be fun. So let's see how it goes, guys. I hope you enjoyed it today. And always remember, be cool like a big bull moose. And remember to wear your pants. Mm-hmm.